In e-learning design, scenarios are hot. But the truth is, most scenarios fall flat and end up being just as useless as a corporate content dump. But I have just the thing to make sure this doesn't happen to you. Using a storytelling technique that was done to perfection in Walt Disney's 1940s masterpiece, Pinocchio. Yes, Pinocchio. But first we have to understand the reason we use scenarios. Scenarios are realistic challenges that let people learn from their mistakes. If your content covers information that is divorced from reality, divorced from making mistakes in reality, then cut it. Because you're always out of scope, always beyond schedule, and over budget. So focus on what matters. The most common mistakes. Now that we know what scenarios are for, how do we make our scenarios compelling and memorable? And this is where the fun begins. Temptation. Not that kind of temptation. The kind of temptation that was used in Walt Disney's Pinocchio. Pinocchio had one goal, and that goal was to get to school. But on his way to school, he bumps into a fox named Honest John. Honest John is what I call a contagonist distractor. Contagonist distractors plant seeds of confusion and doubt. They get in your way, try to lure you away from success, and cause conflict and tension. If you haven't seen Pinocchio, well, spoiler alert. Honest John successfully tempted Pinocchio, and Pinocchio suffered the consequence. Oh, it gets better. Because contagonist distractors aren't villains. Most people who give well-intentioned advice are sincere. They don't think they're leading you down a wrong path. And so a contagonist distractor can be somebody you trust. For example, Pinocchio's best friend is a boy named Lampwick. And Lampwick's role in the story is to tempt Pinocchio to make mistakes.
Okay, Lampy.
And this leads to one of the most horrific consequences in cinematic history.
Mama!
Trigger warning. Was I supposed to say that before the scene? Anyways, let's look at some examples of contagonist distractors in scenario-based e-learning. First up is everyone's favorite broken coworker. In the first scenario, I have a character pop up simply to lead you astray and get you to make a mistake. This is my Lampwick, my contagonist distractor. Next up, we got Connect with Haji Kamal. Every scenario, there are these two characters giving you advice. Which one is the contagonist distractor? I don't know. Maybe both are sending you down the wrong path. Maybe both are Lampwick, right? Next up is Decisions That Matter, a very serious scenario-based e-learning experience that deals with sexual assault. The whole experience you're interacting with contagonist distractors, all creating doubt and uncertainty, causing you to make a mistake when it matters most. So there you have it, folks. Now you know how to create conflict in your scenarios. Start using a contagonist distractor to tempt your learners to make a mistake. Your scenarios will be more powerful, more memorable, and more enjoyable to design. All right, let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.